This is NEM 2015, and I'm talking today with Mr. Peter Nadermann, Managing Director of Nadermann. Welcome to Dubrovnik.
Hello, a pleasure.
Your panel is called A Match Made in Co-Production Heaven. What would you say are the downsides of co-productions?
You asked directly. So, you know, I have devoted a lot of my work to co-productions, so I know what I'm talking about. The downside is, of course, that co-productions are always much more complicated. So that means you have to convince more investors, you have a much more complicated structure, and that means you have to calculate that you need maybe more time. And the productions are more complicated too. So that means you need more experience and another time frame to make it happen.
But you have a bigger reach.
The advantage is...
And possibly more money, right?
As a positive person, I would think, normally, that's interesting that you are, of course I like to talk more about the advantages, because the advantage of the co-production is very easy. So it's for the channels, it's great, because when they are good in this, they can get terrific programs for a much cheaper price. And so it's important that they can trust people who can do this. So, because channels are always a bit afraid to lose control, they don't have the grip on the program. But when they manage to have the right people involved, then they get high end. And for me as a producer, that's why I'm doing co-productions, it's simply the fact when I'm doing co-production, I have a bigger budget, and I have in the end more freedom, because I'm
more freedom?
Yes, I'm the one who is responsible. And the partners understand, so I have sometimes 8 partners, so they understand that they have to trust me, because otherwise it would be a hell. So that means 8 partners.
And they do, and you basically have not so many problems with 8 other people.
It's in a way easier to handle the ideas of 8 people than maybe 1 or 2.
Wow.
So, but this is part of my business model. So I have worked out, I had some successes so that people believe a little bit in me. And they know, so it's not that you don't taking them serious, you take their notes, and I know exactly what they need. So I know what a German channel needs, I know what a Swedish channel needs, I understand what the English think.
Do you know what a Croatian channel needs?
Not so much. That's one reason, because I'm here. So I like to learn. So another part of my business model is that I try to understand what I'm doing. So that means in Scandinavia I know everybody. Or in Spain I know the talent, the actors, the directors, the channels. So that's very important that you can deliver. And I'm here to learn a little bit, to understand what happens here, what talent possibilities do you have, and as well what would be the needs and the possibilities of program ideas here.
Well, the problem here that I can tell you right now is the fact that the market is very small, and if you want to make something done in Croatia, you have to have a collaboration with somebody else, otherwise you're not going to do any. I mean, you're going to do good, but you're not going to make any money. So
that's why this, let's say, smaller markets with a lot of talent are interesting for me, and for them the co-production is necessary. So Scandinavia, where I'm working now since 20 years, they have learned this very quickly. So that means they have money, yes, but they could never pay it alone. Denmark has 5 million people, Sweden 10, Norway 5. So. And every film has the same price, like in Germany or in England. And so they have to co-produce. So
and it's a similar mentality of people, of the audience.
Yeah, that is something you have to admit. So that means Germany, Scandinavia is a very good match, because it's the same bad weather, it's the same social democratic society, it's the same
weird food,
depressions, neurotic structures in the population. So it's easy.
Not so many suicides in Germany.
No, actually yes.
So that actually raises a question of what kind of TV are you doing in Scandinavia when so many people are trying to kill themselves? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. Enjoy Dubrovnik.
Thank you. What a pleasure.